Hey, what's up YouTube? Dan the Fix-It Man. Got another quick video here for you. I'm going to show you how to change a Sprinter door latch. This is the upper door latch on a 2018 Mercedes Sprinter 2500, and this is the high roof. What was happening is the owner was not able to open the back door. They could see that it was unlatching from down below, but when they pull on the door, this upper latch would not release. So the other day, I didn't have my camera, and that's when I kind of got in here and started taking this apart. We just pulled off this panel. It's pretty easy. It comes off pretty simple. You can use some of these little pry tools if you need them, but we were able just to pull it right off. And then some of these orange snaps would get stuck on the door, so we pulled those out and put them back in. The rest of it's just these little wedges, these little plastic wedges slide in to these little clips right here. There's only two on this side and one on that side. I also pulled off a little bit of this lower panel just so that we could see what was going on and have some access. Here's the old latch. I've got it out, which, by the way, this is very difficult to take out. And I'll tell you why, is because we couldn't open the door. Door was stuck closed. I had to do this from inside, and from the inside edge, you see there's no access on this side, and this is the side that I needed to access right here in order to pull this down to open the door. But I'll show you what was actually going on. The little cable had pulled out of this slot, and it was still in here. You can see this little slot where the cable mount slides in was still intact, but the cable part, or the little knob at the end, it's similar to a bike cable, had pulled through. All right, here's our cable. See this little end right here? I'll put it in so you can kind of see what was happening. That's where it was mounted, and that's how it was. This little cable had pulled out of this section here. You see that just pulls straight out. It pulls out of this catch, and that was our problem. In order to get this out, I'm gonna take off the mounting bolts that I saved. This is where this is mounted. Of course, it's on the inside there, and this is the opening for this catch, and there's nowhere to get in from this side. So it's a little tricky, but I was able to unbolt these 3 Torx bolts. You can imagine this was still mounted inside here, but still latched, and I was inside the van, and I couldn't get that open. But what I was able to do is just pivot this a little bit to the left and put a small Allen wrench through this hole here, holding it with a vice grip. Maybe I went down through this hole here. I was able to use that little Allen wrench, just the little Allen, to pull this down just enough to get that to open and open the van door. And then, of course, once we had it open, we could see what was going on, and we ordered a new part. This is our part number. It's A91074 followed by 5 zeros. Here's the same part. Let's just make sure that looks correct. That looks like the right one. And there you go. There's the difference. You can see that this little slot right here is still intact. That was our issue. Same exact part, same part number and everything, but you can see the difference here. See that little groove right there? That's on the new part. That's where the door cable fits in, and then on this one you can see that it's broken or gone, completely missing. So that was our issue. That's our problem. Again, I know this is not like a complete start to finish video, but I'm hoping that this will be helpful, and I will show you putting this back in. These are the bolts that I took out. These are T30 Torx, and that's what holds this mounted inside the door. All right, so we're just gonna grab that cable if we can. See if I can do it without dropping anything down inside here. There we go. And you want to put the end in first, and that just slides in pretty easily. And then that white part just snaps in place. And you can see, yeah, you push on that and it just kind of sets inside a little recess. Let me show you a little close-up on that. All right, and there you go. There's the new one. I just pushed that cable in, it snapped into place. And then see if we pull on it, it operates the way it's supposed to. There we go. And we'll just get all these started. So you can see where the little washers were, a little bit of an outline, and that's where I'm going to try to line this up, because otherwise you can see it does have a little bit of adjustment. And of course we'll just make sure that lines up. So let's get those tightened down. Now I am going to make these pretty tight because I don't want this moving around. you know, with the pressure of closing that and everything, or the striker. I just don't want that sliding that around. All right, before we put the panel on, let's just test this and make sure that that closes. Again, this is loose there, but let's just try that. Closes. Looks good up at the top. It's closed all the way. And now it opens. All right, perfect. Now we can get these door panels put back on. All right, so I got the bottom one all put on. It took me a little bit because I had to pull those orange snaps all back out and put them on the panel, just like you see on this one. So now we just need to put this one on. That's fairly simple. These guys just line up and clip into place. There we go. I got the driver's side panel on as well. I had just taken that off just to see what was going on up there as well and see if I had access to unlatch it when we were stuck in there, but you definitely don't need to take this one off. And opens just fine. And then we're gonna test that and make sure that it will still lock. Close it, lock it. Doesn't open, that's good. Unlock. So latch works, door works, everything works. We're good to go. Honestly, I think this is something we should not be dealing with a 2018. I think that's a little premature, kind of a poor design if that's that plastic is breaking that easily, that new, you know, after not very many years of use for that to be breaking already. But it is what it is. It's fixed now and we're all set. I hope you liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you don't mind. That does help me out. I'll get a link in the description to this part and some of the tools used as well. Thanks so much for watching and good luck.